The envy cost. Ella, in her late 20s, glowing with joy, sits on the floor playing with her two young children, Sarah, 6 years old, and Ben, 4 years old. Michael, in his early 30s, Ella's charming and successful husband, watches lovingly from a nearby armchair. Standing near the doorway is Mira, in her early 30s. She holds a glass of red wine. Her fingers tense, her eyes flicker from the happy family to the ground surrounding. Mira is Ella's envious sister. With a resentful whisper, she said, "Ella, always adored, perfect home, perfect husband, perfect life. Why nothing." Mira's gaze turns cold. Michael catches sight of her and smiles warmly. Michael said cheerfully, "Mira, come sit with us. Ella's got some exciting news." Ella looks up, beaming. She waves Mira over with genuine affection. Ella said, bright and happy, "Come on, Mira. You won't believe this." Mira forces a smile, walking slowly into the room. Mira said, slightly strained, "What is the big news?" Ella exchanges a joyful glance with Michael, placing a hand on her belly. Ella said, so excited, "We are having another baby." The room fills with congratulations. Mira stands still, her smile faltering. Her heart pounds in her chest as the world seems to close in on her. In Mira's apartment at night, back in her tiny, dimly lit apartment, Mira sits on a worn-out couch. A bottle of wine sits half empty on the table. She holds an old photo of her and Ella as children. In the photo, Ella is radiant, surrounded by friends, while Mira stands alone. Mira said to the photo, voice breaking, "Why did it have to be you? Why couldn't I be enough?" Her hands tremble as she throws the photo frame across the room. It shatters against the wall, the glass splintering. Now back in Ella's mansion, in the kitchen at night, Ella stands alone in the softly lit kitchen, humming as she washes the dishes. The house is quiet. The children and Michael already in bed. Mira appears in the doorway, her face pale, her eyes red with tears. Ella, turning to her surprised, "Mira, you are still here? Is everything all right?" Mira's jaw tightens and she steps forward, her breath shaky. Mira said with anger, "Why do you get everything, Ella? Why you and not me?" Ella puts the dish down, confused and worried. Ella said calmly, "Mira, what are you talking about? Please, let's sit and talk." Mira's eyes fill with tears. She picks up a heavy marble paperweight from the counter, her hands trembling. Mira whisper, "I am tired of being nothing." Ella's eyes widen in realization. Ella said, terrified, "Mira, no, no." Mira's hand swings. Here comes the sound of a heavy thud, followed by the dish falling into the sink. Water splashes and everything goes silent. The next day in Ella's mansion, Mira stands by the large windows, now dressed in one of Ella's luxurious dresses. She looks out at the sunny yard, where Sarah and Ben cried bitterly. Michael sits on the patio, his face pale and haunted, crying on the phone. "My wife is dead." Mira watches, trying to smile, but her face looks strained and empty. Mira said flatly, "I have everything now. The house, the family, the life I dreamt of." But her hands shake and she turns away from the window, the guilt eating at her. Mira hosts a small gathering with Michael's friends, but her laughter is forced. They notice her unease, exchanging awkward glances. She tucks the children into bed as they cried bitterly over the death of their mom, but surprised that her sister Mira was untouched. Mira stands in front of the mirror, practicing Ella's smile. By all means, she wants to be Ella. Still in Ella's mansion, Mira lies in Ella's bed, tossing and turning. Ella's laughter echoes in her mind, followed by the sound of the third. Mira sits up, gasping. The room is dark, filled with shadows. A creak comes from the hallway. Mira freezes, then gets out of the bed, her feet silent on the hardwood floor. Mira walks down the dimly lit hallway. The shadows seem to stretch, and a chill fills the air. She stops at the closed door of Ella's old study. The door slowly creaks open on its own. Mira steps back, fear etched on her face. Mira whispers, "Who is there?" There is no answer, only the faint sound of a music box playing from within the room. In Ella's study, at night, Mira steps into the study. The music box sits on Ella's old desk, playing a haunting lullaby. Mira's eyes widen as she sees a familiar figure standing in the shadows. Ella pale, ghostly, as she watches with sorrowful eyes. Ella said, soft, echoing, "Was it worth it, Mira?" Mira backs away, tears streaming down her face. Mira sobbing, "No, I didn't mean for this. I just wanted to be happy." Ella steps closer, her presence cold and unforgiving. Ella, voice echoing, "You stole my life, but you can never steal love." Mira falls on her knees, breaking down completely. Mira whispering, "Please, please forgive me." Ella's figure fades away, leaving Mira alone, shattered and haunted. Still in Ella's mansion in the morning, sunlight floods the room, but it feels empty. Michael packs bags by the front door, preparing to take the children away for a while. He barely looks at Mira. Michael quietly avoiding eye contact. "We need space, Mira. Time to heal." Mira stands in the center of the grand room, clutching a photo of her and Ella as children. Her eyes are hollow, her heart heavy. Mira whispers, "I wanted everything she had, but all I gained was emptiness." The front door closes behind Michael and the children. The house is silent, vast and suffocating. Mira sinks to the floor, surrounded by the weight of her guilt. This is how the story ends. Mira wanted everything her sister had, but ended up with nothing after killing her.